Greetings. It's a quiet day in today. Went through some of my 45s and this is my top 10 today that I played today, um, amongst others, but these are 45s. The normal on mute. Original warm leatherette, the normal. Terrific. Yes, indeedy. Mute number one, 001. It's the very first 45 on mute. Great label. Lots of great artists on it. So there it is. I think the best version of that song is definitely Grace Jones. She does a fantastic version of it. Also, her version of Walking in the Rain. Walking in the Rain, the Vanda and Young Flash in the Pan song. Her version is better than theirs too. Okay, oh God, I love this single. I never bought this album. I think this is off Darklands. I think that's their second album. But this is I bought this at the time. Blanco e Negro, black and white. April Skies. Jesus Mary Chain with Kills Her City. Oh, what a great B-side. I've got that on a 12-inch Jesus and Mary Chain. It's not really an album. It's not really a 40. It's sort of like bits and pieces, But I forget what it's called. It's a 12-incher. It's not a proper album. It's sort of like a compilation, but it's not a best of either. But it's got Kill Surf City on that as well. I must pull that out and play it again. This I just love. What a great single. Produced and engineered by Spot and Husker Du at Total Access, Redondo Beach, California. 8 Miles High. Well, I didn't buy it for that. I've never even liked the original version by the Byrds, even though I have it. Masochism's World's what I wanted this for. The B-side, recorded live at the Royal Albert Arms, Winnipeg. Yeah. On SST. Yes, indeedy. These are all my originals, all bought at the time. None of these have been bought, on eBay or anything like that. You can tell these are my originals. They're in brilliant condition. I always love my 45s and I always look after them. So, I love this single. I've never actually owned an album by this band. I remember when I was in down in Somerset or somewhere down that way, back in '78, and there's a little record shop. It might have been Taunton in Somerset, somewhere down that way. And I always remember it's a tiny little independent record store, and in the window they had one album cover, and it was the Pink Flag album by The Wire. It just looks so good. I've never actually owned it, but I love this single, Eardrum Buzz, and the B-side, The Offer. And it's got the eardrum. There, and that's the B-side. Yeah, these just, to me, they don't age somehow. Maybe it's just part of being old, but somehow these just still sound fresh to me. Love them. Per Ubu. This is Love, Love, Love off their wonderful album, which I have, um, Cloudland. Fedora Satellite. I really like this Mercury label, this version of it. I really love it. Yep, no spindleware, mate. No marks on this, not a scratch on them. They're mine. My little darlings I bought in real time as they came out. And somehow they've miraculously survived robberies and moving and God knows. I think I left these at my parents' place for safekeeping under the house in a brick area so they didn't get any heat or anything. I used to have the 12-inch of this, and I foolishly, I got it for peanuts in Sutherland at the Salvation Army. I got a couple of church 12 inches there, and I foolishly sold them off when I just didn't need to, and I did. But this is just, this is nothing special. It's just Under the Milky Way, the church on Mushroom, and Warm Spell Musk B-side. Yeah, I wish I'd kept the 12-inch. Silly of me, but it happens. Never owned anything else by this band, but I've always loved this song. Ex-Buzzcocks guy. Anyway, Magazine. Oh man, Magazine about the weather. These will look a hell of a lot better if I did this outside under the fluoros, but it's too cold, so I'm doing them in here. Howard Devoto and ex-Buzzcocks, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. Just love it. I just love that. Brian Embryonic Robot showed a 12-inch version of this a while back, which must be a reissue because this is an original 7-inch single I bought at the time, and I nearly dropped it on the floor. Luckily, I didn't. Animal Justice EP. This is on the original Illegal Records. Chicken Shit and Memphis on the B-side. Never liked it. I never liked him doing that. He sounds like Paul McCartney or someone trying to be a real tough rocker, and it just doesn't work with me. But his ballads, his creepy ballads, is amongst the best ever. And Hedda Gabler's probably right up there as his best. This is a 33 1/3 RPM 45 record, and I'm wondering if Brian Embryonic Robot's 12-inch reissue of this. I wonder if it's a 45 on a 12-inch 45 or a 12-inch 33 1/3. Anyway, this is it. Hedda Gabler. My God, what a song. My favourite of his, and then, of course, Rose Garden Funeral of Saws, which I used to have and somehow it disappeared. Dear old Snakefinger. Poor guy. Phil Withman on Australian Missing Link. This is the Australian version. The Man in the Dark Sedan. Very, very sad, He came out to Australia for a tour. He was, the guitarist for the Residents, and he had a few hits, The Spot, The Man in the Dark Sedan. It's a terrific song. Front cover illustration by Mark Bayer. Back cover Craig Gockley, produced by Snakefinger and the Residents. Miss 24 on Missing Link. The Model. What's this? Yeah, The Model and The Man in the Dark Sedan. So their version of The Model is, his Snakefinger's version of The Model is actually a bit better than Kraftwerk's. He did a great job of it, I'll tell you. Yeah. Dear old Snake Finger came out to Australia, had a heart attack. You're supposed to do a tour. I don't know if he had the heart attack during the tour, before or after. Went back to the USA and died of a heart attack at the age of 38. This is, I only have 2 Paul Kelly records, White Label Records. I just love this. I love the guitar player in his band at this time. I forget his name, but Before Too Long. I just love the guitarist, the sound of the guitar on it. And the B-side is White Train. The only other one I have by him is, whatchamacallit, Uncle Bill, Smoke. It's all right. It's, so the Colour Girls, very, very early Paul Kelly and the Colour Girls, Before Too Long. And last one for my today's top 10 playlist. I also played the Best of the Cure CD too today, which the singles collection sitting on a beach. Wow, fuck, I love that band. I know I've got Dinosaur Jr.'s version of Just Like Heaven here. I was just trying to find it. I'll have to get that one out and play it. This might be one. I'd say this is one for overseas. You definitely wouldn't know this. Computer Games, My Sex. I think it's basically a Kiwi band. Steve Gilpin. Terrific stuff. Computer Games. What a big hit in Australia. Absolutely terrific song, 79. Sadly killed in a car crash not long after this. Steve Gilpin, the singer, killed in a crash in northern New South Wales. That's today's top 10. Bye now.